hope you're having a great day and thank you for checking out this video. Today I filmed a makeup tutorial on this look right here. It's kind of hard to describe, but it's like super fall, super fun. I just wanted to do something that was like colorful and was like fall vibe inspired, of course. I used the Nyx Grind Palette. This is from the drugstore. It's not like super cheap though, but it's not crazy expensive. It's just kind of like mid-range. I think it was like in the $20, $25-ish range. So it's not like super inexpensive, but there's a lot of beautiful shades in here. It was my first time doing like a full look using this palette and I really like the way that it turned out. So if you guys want to see how to get this look, then keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little notification bell so that way you guys get updates when I post a new video. I make new videos every week. And yeah, let's just get into the tutorial. Okay, I filled in my brows a little bit off camera and now I'm gonna go in with a face primer. I'm using the e.l.f. Lit From Within primer and I'm just taking, just taking a little bit of this, rubbing it between my fingers and then pressing it in and smoothing it out all over my face. Going in with foundation, I'm gonna be using the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. My shade is in warm beige and I like to put a couple pumps of this on the back of my hand and then use a damp beauty sponge to blend it out. Don't forget to always bring it down your neck so everything matches. This color actually matches me so well. And I've been loving this drugstore foundation. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend trying it. Okay, to conceal like my dark circles and a couple breakouts, I'm gonna be using the Dermablend Smooth Liquid Camo Medium Coverage Concealer. I really like this in like the colder months. I love my Tarte Shape Tape, but this concealer is just like more creamy and a little bit more lightweight and moisturizing. So I really like it because my skin has been super dry. So I'm just using this to cover up my dark circles. I'm also gonna put a little bit on my lids and this is how I like to prep them for eyeshadow. And just any redness I have, and I have like a couple little breakout action. My skin has been not the best lately and I'm sure it's because of like the weather change and stuff like that, but it's so annoying. And I'm using a damp beauty sponge to also blend all of this out. Okay, to set all of that down, I'm going to be using the Covergirl Professional Loose Powder. This is just in Translucent Fair, and I like to put a little bit of it in this like top pan, and then just take a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to dust this under my eyes so that I don't get any creasing, and then just anywhere I get oily. Oh God, I always forget this powder is like pretty intense. It's very loose and messy, but I love it. So I like to just dust this though under my eyes and along my T-zone here and then on my eyelids because that's gonna set them down and get them ready for eyeshadow. Okay, now that I have like that base done, before I finish off the rest of my face, I'm gonna do my eyes and then I'll come back and like bronze and highlight and all that good stuff at the very end. But I wanna get my eyes done, so let me zoom y'all in. Okay, for the eye look, I'm gonna try using this NYX Grind Palette. I really haven't used this much, so I just wanted to see if I could create like a fall fun eye look using it. And I'm gonna start with this shade right here. It's like a bright orange creamsicle color, and I'm gonna take a super fluffy blending brush and I'm gonna put this into the crease as my transition shade. It's not like crazy pigmented, but I should be able to build it up. So I'm going like almost like right above my crease, like you can kind of feel your eye, like where your bone is. I'm putting it like on the bone, not like in the crease, but along that bone there. because I want to get like a gradient effect once I go in on my lid. Just slowly built that up onto my crease bone, and now I'm gonna go in all over my lid with this shade right here. It's like the typical muted red burgundy fall color. So beautiful, super popular this fall. And I'm just taking a fluffy flat brush and I'm just gonna pack this all over my lid right up to that orange shade. I love that lid color, it's so pretty. I'm gonna pick up the fluffy blending brush one more time with that first orange shade and blend out the crease again, because I just want it to be a very like smooth transition from that burgundy into the orange. Have like a nice gradient effect. Okay, to give the lid like an extra pop, I'm gonna take this shade right here. It's so cool because it has like that same red burgundy undertone, but it has like blue-green reflex in it. So I think it's gonna look really cool on top of this shade. So I'm gonna pick it up with my finger, just my ring finger, and I'm gonna pack it on top of my lid. I actually love like that it's subtle, but in the light, it just gives it like an extra something. So pretty. I'm gonna wipe away any fallout that I had going on, and I'm gonna go in to my lower lash line. I'm gonna start with the first orange shade again, and I'm just gonna run this all along the lower lashes. I'm gonna use a flat brush. To really make the eyes pop and really make this look like super fun and different, I'm gonna take a dense pencil brush and I'm gonna pick up this like emerald green shade. It's so pretty, and I wanna use this as like a pop of color on the lower lash line. So I'm also gonna pack this along just on the bottom. Just really close to the lashes. If you have like brown eyes, but you have those like light reflex in them, it's gonna bring those like the green reflex out and look super pretty. Okay, I think just to like darken up this outer V here a little bit, I'm gonna take this really, really dark plum purple shade, and I'm gonna take a little tiny fluffy brush, and I'm gonna buff this just on the outer corner, the outer V, to kind of connect the upper and lower lashes. Always going back with like a fluffier blending brush and blending this out. Blending out that outer V, making sure there's no harsh lines. I like to buff things out by just doing really small. I hold the brush at the very, very end, which I think is like a great tip, because you don't want to be up here. It's going to be so like hard and harsh, and it's not going to blend out nicely. You want to be way back here and just like really small circular motions with a super light hand, and that's how you really get things to blend nicely. You don't need to be harsh whatsoever. Last thing that I'm gonna do is take this shade right here, which is like a yellowy green shimmer, and I'm just gonna put this in the inner corner as an inner corner highlight. And usually I'll just use highlighter. I wanna use the shadow because it does have like that green, like yellow green undertone that I think is gonna look really, really cool. So pretty. I love the eyes. I can't wait to finish off the rest of my face. First, I'm just gonna put on some mascara and some falsies. I'm gonna be using the Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara by L'Oreal. I'm gonna apply this to my upper and lower lashes, and then I'm gonna put on some falsies. I'm gonna use the Ardell Demi Wispies that I always use. They're like super natural, but they still make your eyes pop. And I'll link everything. I'll put everything that I use in the description as always. So I'm gonna put those on and I'll be right back. Okay, my mascara and lashes are on, and now I want to finish off the rest of my face. I'm gonna start with a bronzer, and I'm gonna be using the Hola bronzer by Benefit, just because this is a bomb bronzer and it's been a minute since I've used it. So I'm using a super huge brush, like, oh my gosh, mine is almost gone. A super huge fluffy brush, and I'm just going to start with the highlights of my cheeks. And then take it up along my hairline and along my jawline. Just kind of make like the three. Got my hair, I should have put it up. This is just gonna help bring some color back into my face, not doing like an intense contour or anything. I'm also gonna take a smaller fluffy brush and bring some of the bronzer down the sides of my nose and along the tip of my nose. And I just always do this because I like to contour my nose a little bit. I just feel like I have a wide nose, so I feel like that helps. And I just do it really quickly, and then I'll just really just like buff it out. Nothing too intense. Okay, for highlight, I'm gonna be using the Makeup Forever Pro Light Fusion. This is in number 2, so pretty. And I'm going to, of course, just apply this with a small fluffy brush on the high points of my face. So on the top of my cheekbones, and then I like to drag it up a little bit, like onto my temple, and like, I don't know, just kind of like around this general area, just to give it a nice glow. This highlight is so beautiful. And then a little bit down the center of my face. My nose and my cupid's bow. And sometimes I like to take my damp beauty sponge from earlier and just kind of like press the powder in. I just feel like it melts it into the skin a little bit, makes it look not as powdery, just kind of like blends it out for me a little bit. I'm going to apply a little bit of blush. I'm going to use this NARS Stephen Klein palette, and I'm going to pick up this one right here. It's like the orangey one. I want to know what color is this. I think it's called Lustre. Pretty sure this is called Lustre, but it's like a really pretty orangey blush. I'm just going to apply that to the apples of my cheeks. I really like this blush for the fall time because it has that like orange pumpkin spice undertone. Goes good with all my orange eye looks. Okay, to finish it off with my lips, I'm going to start by lining them with this Milani lip liner in the color Spice. I'm going to fill in my lips by mixing these two shades. These are the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipsticks, and I am using the colors Sandstorm and Soft Spoken, and I'm just gonna put a few dots of each of the colors on, and then I'm gonna blend them out with a brush. Okay, the last thing that I'm gonna do is just hit it with a setting spray. I'm gonna use the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. All right, this is the final look. I really love the way that it turned out. If you guys like this tutorial, then please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.